Now we'll move on to our next coach, the head coach of the Charleston Southern Buccaneers, the number 25 ranked Buccaneers, head coach Jamey Chadwell. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning, Mark. How are we today?
We're fine. Congratulations to you and the program on the 20-18 win over the Citadel. Moved to 4-0 on the year, 25 in the coaches poll. Heading out on the road for the first time this season, traveling up our way to Charlotte for a game against the 49ers. First, if you can open up, give us a summary of the Citadel game and the atmosphere at Buccaneer Field, and we'll move into questions.
Okay. Well, it was a special night here, obviously on campus, to host your city rival for the first time. We had a record crowd, almost I think 8,000 people that were here, and it was just electric from all day long. The weather held off. It ended up being a beautiful night, and it was a good college game. I think both teams really fought hard. It came down to some turnovers in the second half there we were able to get to that helped us win the game. I thought we played well in spurts. We played pretty consistently defensively, and our special teams was huge. We had a huge return from Darius Hammond in a punt return and also a kick return that gave us a lead. We were able to hold on, but special night. I think a lot. Obviously for a team, it's anytime you get a win, but really for our university and the direction we're trying to head with our program and our university. It was special to be able to have a victory like that over a rival and over a Southern Conference school, and hopefully that'll continue to help us down the road. And our challenge now is we've been on at home for 4 in a row here, and you get comfortable with that. Now we got to go on the road for the first time, play a really good team, and with Charlotte coming off a loss last week, had a chance of winning at the end. And so they're much improved from where they were last year. So it'll be a big challenge for us, really, with our young guys going on the road for the first time, understanding what it takes to win on the road. So we have to do a good coaching job this week to get our guys down. There was a lot of excitement after the win on Saturday and after the crowd, and get them focused back on, the task at hand and going on to the next one.
We'll start taking questions for Charleston Southern head coach Jamey Chadwell. To ask a question, please press *1 on your phone at any time, or click the Q&A link near the top of your browser, and click raise hand if you joined us via the web. And Coach, while we're waiting for a question to come in, talk about the 49ers and what you've seen from their improvement from year 2 and from last year's first year.
Well, I think the biggest thing is obviously all those guys that played last year. Just with the experience they have, they look so much stronger and faster, which is what you would expect. But the scheme they have, the understanding of what they're doing on offensively and defense, special teams now, I think you see a major difference on the video there, and so the coach has done a great job with that. So similar to us, second year in a scheme, you obviously get more and more comfortable with it, and that's the thing that's really jumped out on video. Those guys have really made a lot of improvements there, and they've been playing well. Last week, like I said, they had a chance to win it there at the end. Things didn't go their way. So it's going to be a big challenge, and they're going to match up to us very well with what they do scheme wise and how they try to attack you on offense. So we'll have to really play well to have a chance to come out of there, especially on the road. And that's the thing that we've tried to focus on going in is we played well in spurts as a team, and but we've not probably in all 3 phases played a game consistently for 4 quarters. We've been fortunate enough to win some games without doing that, but we've got to start making strides to be consistently good over that time frame and within all 3 phases. And so we're really focusing on that this week, because if we don't, Charlotte will get after us, and so we've got to make sure we're ready for that.
All right, thanks, Coach. Our first questions for you are from David Scott of the Charlotte Observer. Go ahead, David.
Hey, Coach, how are you?
I'm doing well, David. How are you this morning?
I'm fine, thanks. Which players or positions on Charlotte kind of give you most concern, especially on offense?
Well, I think their quarterback is a tremendous player. He runs the show for them, and he can run the ball, and he also throws the ball really well. So him, the running back, we feel like is a special player. He touches the ball, he has a chance to take it the distance anytime he has it. And then I think they've got a lot of capable receivers. I mean, they obviously got some good players, but I think all of them are solid. Where if they get you locked up in a man-to-man situation, they got a chance to make some plays. So our main concern is we've got to try to stop the run somehow. If we don't stop the run, they'll be able to just line up and do what they want. So we got to try to make them one-dimensional. That's our goal, because if we let the back and the quarterback get out and do some things with their feet, they're hard to stop. So that's the focus there on the offensive side of the ball. And I think defense, I think their strengths in their front seven, I think their inside outside linebackers and their D line are much improved from where they were last year, just physically and the way they're playing, being a physical team. And that's something we struggled with this year, us trying to be physical, and they really jumped out at us just how much better they are. So that's going to be, I think, that's going to be the deciding factor of the game right there is can we make them one-dimensional, and can we find a way to run the ball against their front seven.
And you real quick follow-up, you touched on this a little bit, but compared to last year, and looking back to last year, were there obvious areas when you played them in 2014 where they were a first-year program and where that is different this year with the year under their belt?
Well, I think one, just how the kids handle certain situations. You can see how going from last year and everything's new for them, and so things are going well. Things, they're excited. Maybe things don't go their way. Maybe they get a little down in the mouth. And I think you've seen this year in the games they've played, no matter what circumstances they've been, they've never lost hope or never lost the sight of, hey, we got a chance to win the game. And I think watching all their video, you can see that the way they feel, the confidence that they're playing with. More so has been tremendous. I think just watching, and coach has done a good job with that. Because anytime you take over a program, and then obviously a brand new one, there's growing pains, and they went through those. But the stride that he's made in that area, I think, is tremendous, because there's not a time where they think they're out of anything, and you can see that. Last year, it felt like if you watched them, if things didn't go their way, maybe they started questioning themselves a little bit. It's not happened this year at all. So I think that's the biggest thing that we've seen. The physical things that they made as far as being bigger, all that's, you can see that. But just the mentality they have is been tremendous, really, to see how coach has done that. It's been pretty impressive.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, David.
Thank you, David. And Coach, that's all the questions that have come in for you, so we'll go ahead and let you go. Appreciate you joining us, and good luck Saturday at Charlotte.
Thank you very much. See you later.
Thanks. Buccaneers against Charlotte, 12 p.m. on Saturday. Game televised locally in the Charlotte area on WCCB, as well as in the Charleston area on WMMP. So some coverage there for the Buccaneers.